Now, one South African living in China, Gerhardt van der Merwe, says he's worried about the outbreak since the city in which he lives in was placed under quarantine. Now, van der Merwe and his family have had to resort to a life indoors to avoid risking infection. He joins us now live via Skype. So, Gerhardt, just tell us exactly how you're living given this fear.
Hey, hello, Sean, and I want to say hi to called Qingdao. It's in Shandong province, and yeah, the city where I am in are now like on the 8th level of most infected people. So we are under strict observation here, and people are being checked out in communities, being scanned and checked temperatures and so on. But we are doing fine. We are doing fine. Everything is going well. We are prepared for this whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. So how are authorities dealing with the situation? We're, of course, seeing reports about checks that are being done, etc. But are you even allowed to go outside to the local store? How does all of that work?
Well, how it works is, look, in China, you buy everything online, right? So they stopped all purchases online, that you cannot really buy groceries or anything that you need for your house online anymore. So you need to rely on small shops outside in the streets. Where I stay, my community took serious precautions, and they basically don't let us in and out of the community anymore. You can literally go out, but you need to be scanned, and you need to come back and need to be scanned again. As most shops are still closed from the Chinese holidays, and as this thing goes on, more shops will close down in anyway. So, yeah, it's kind of a hard thing going on, but like I said, my family took a very strong and a good, precaution. We basically bought food for ourselves for a month, in preparation, yeah.
Yeah. So any indication from the government about when this quarantine will be lifted?
Well, hey, look, they told us, especially schools, most expats in China are teachers, right? So they told people that schools will open on the 3rd of January, and then they pushed it further to the 17th of February. And after that, it's still not 100% confirmed. So we don't know when everything will calm down, if you will. But for now, we know up until the 3rd or the 17th is when you need to stay indoors, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that uncertainty, and how are people reacting to this? Because the world, many people are panicking. Our government in South Africa is saying, don't panic, it hasn't reached Africa just yet. But how are people there actually dealing with this?
Well, to be honest, my only feeling is, I get a little bit irritated of staying indoors because you get one holiday in a year, and obviously this bad luck happened. And my only holiday for this year, I need to stay indoors. And I've already been in my apartment for 2 weeks. And yeah, if it goes up until the 17th of February, it's another 2 weeks added on to that. So my whole thing is mainly a mental thing, You're kind of getting irritated staying in home all the time. But regarding the virus itself, hey, make no mistake, it's a serious thing, and it's scary. But I fully trust the Chinese government in dealing with this, and I can feel the people in my community where I live is kind of calmed down, and everyone, trust in goodwill that's going to happen soon. But yeah, it's not a fun thing, I can tell you guys. It's really not fun.
And how are South Africans and the South African community in China actually dealing with this? We know there's a Facebook page that's been set up as well.
Yeah, look, everyone is wary about it, and there's a lot of people sending messages back and forth in groups and so on and so forth. But I must say, hey, South Africans are staying strong. I saw a lot of WeChat messages where the South Africans actually send out some beautiful pictures with beautiful words where they say the South Africans are standing with China, fighting against the virus. So I kind of guess, you can see people are not really happy, and, it's affecting people. But I must say the South Africans over here are staying strong, and they're pushing through, yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Stay safe. That's Gerhardt van der Merwe, a South African who is currently living in China as that country, of course, battles the coronavirus.